This is a demonstration on how to do loom knitting and how to begin. You're going to have your loom, your yarn, and your hook. To begin, you're going to tie this yarn to this peg. There are a variety of ways to do that. I like to use a slip knot. A slip knot wraps around your finger and lays across your wrapped yarn. Then you pick up this yarn, push it through, and pull. The reason they call it a slip knot is because it can easily slip out. Also makes a great magic trick for your 3-year-old. Wrap, lay it across, pick this yarn up, and push the other one through. Pull. That's a slip knot. One last time. Wrap, pick this up, push this through, and pull. Now that you have your slip knot, you lower it through your loom, hook it on this peg, and pull both ends. Do you see how it's on this starter peg? Okay, now we're going to do the E-wrap, which is your first row. From the inside, you're going to wrap the yarn around this peg. I like to hold it with one of my fingers. You go to the next peg and wrap and hold. The next peg, wrap and hold. And you do this and continue doing this all around your loom. You want your tension to be snug, but not very tight. You just want it to, so that there's not a lot of gap and slack in your yarn. And you continue moving around your loom, E-wrapping. It doesn't take very long, and you'll see pretty soon that you're back to your beginning. And look from the inside. You see all those stitches? That's what you're looking for the E-wrap. Now we're going to knit our first row. Again, I use one of my fingers to help keep the tension proper. I pick up my hook. You pick up the bottom E-wrap and you slide it over the top of that your working yarn. This is considered the working yarn. So in front of this peg, the next peg, and you pick up the E-wrap and you pull it over. And that is the flat knit stitch in loom knitting, and you do this around each peg. And this is the knit stitch. So if your knitting project only uses knitting, this is what you would do for the next 30 or 40 rows, whatever it is that you're making, because this is the knit stitch. You just keep going around and around like that. So your working yarn goes in front of the peg, you pick up the E-wrap and it comes over. Next peg, same thing. And the next peg. And when you get, as you can see, you eventually wind up picking up quite a lot of speed because it's very simple. And you learn how to hold your loom with some of your fingers and then hold the yarn with another. And within a short time, you are back to your beginning. And you have just finished your first row of knitting. Time to do the second row. You just continue, only you pick up bottom thread and pull it over the top. Your working yarn is on top. You pick up this first row of knitting and you pull it over. And you continue doing this. And that is how you begin your loom project.